everybody, just calm down.
Girl, just calm down.
Very dirty.
Hey guys, welcome to the Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. I'm your boy Po Theory.
I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Danielle. Listen, why are you always coming for me?
Literally, no one said anything.
Not a thing.
Your face
No
said it all,
words.
sweetie.
I don't understand. But anywho, guys, we are here to talk about. Well, he ain't no uncle of mine. I don't know why they call him Uncle Shay Shay, because I always thought something was funny with him anyway. But anywho,
We're here to talk about race play.
You better give me that big black cock.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you want this big black cock? And then she's like, I'm gonna kill my mom.
I'm gonna kill my dad. Well, now my
But no.
actual dad is here. I love you, Dad.
Right.
not my father.
But no, essentially, you would have to be living under a rock to not know what's happening with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, who is currently, well, I don't even know if he can say currently, but currently, maybe not, he is an ESPN personality and NFL Hall of Famer. He is facing a lawsuit alleging assault and battery, first reported by TMZ on Sunday. The accuser using the pseudonym Jane Doe, even though we do know who she is,
Yes,
through him doxing her, but we'll.
You got an intruder in your house? Because that would have been a Dyfus case. I'd have called the Peoples on them. I'd have called the Peoples. And these mamas is pissed. Mind you, it's a house full of people.
No, he doing all this like I'm not trying to speed this up so I can get him some food.
Right.
Well, you know they ungrateful.
They very ungrateful.
And
You
entitled.
know
Entitled like nobody's business.
that. I know.
But anywho, so yes, like I was saying, the accuser using the pseudonym Jane Doe claims that, well, again, Jane Doe, which he ended up putting her out there anyway, which is crazy, but we'll get to that, claims that Sharpe demonstrated controlling behavior during their nearly 2-year relationship after they met in 2023. The lawsuit was filed in Nevada. A 13-page civil complaint details alleged incidents, including Sharpe recording their sexual activity without her consent. We all know that her attorney is Tony Busby, the same attorney that has been basically hitting Diddy against his head, but did just lose against Jay-Z because Jay-Z ain't nobody to play with. Jane Doe is currently seeking $50 million in damages. This civil case carries no criminal consequences for Sharpe at the time. So, Jared, what are your thoughts on this case?
It's a
Shay.
It's a mess. He set himself up for failure from the get-go because I don't understand this whole concept of, one, messing around with a young white girl, two, being aggressive with the young white girl, and then being shocked when she acts like a white girl. Like, I just don't get it. And then the fact too is then, once they offer to settle out of court, like I just don't understand any way around saying you're guilty. Because if I'm correct, he offered her $10 million, which is pretty steep. And so at this point, it's like, so we know basically what she's saying is fact.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so messy because you offering 10 and her circling back and countering at 50 is wild. Because we know you have the budget. That's number one, right? We know you have the budget. And then number two, honestly, the voice notes were nasty. And again, in the age of the Cassie and Diddy situation where video lives and it looks and sounds bad, this doesn't look good for him. This is very messy. And like you said, Jared, in the world of a black man with a white woman, you should always be scared. Because 9 out of 10 times, you messing with a white woman is only going to end in tears, and it won't be her crying. It'll actually be you. You're going to always lose.
So for me, there was a couple different things about this case that really bothered me. One, him doxing her, essentially, don't get me wrong, there is a sentiment out there that people feel like in assault cases that being a Jane Doe is something that should not be allowed. If you are going to loudly sue me for SA, then your name should be out there as well. But and I can understand that sentiment if you're not smart.
Yeah.
But we have to understand that this is a patriarchal and a very misogynistic society where you, no matter the type of victim you are, men are always going to come out on top. People are always going to say, well, what was she wearing? What was she doing? Let's drudge up all of her history, all the men she slept with before.
Right.
So I can understand why a woman needs the cover of Jane Doe, or anyone that is accusing someone of sexual assault, not just a woman. The other part of that, him putting her name out there and basically saying it's impossible for me to have been able to assault her, essentially, because she's a sex worker. Essentially what he's saying is it's impossible for sex worker to be assaulted.
To claim SA, which is the weirdest ever. If anything, they're more prone to it.
Like, no, because you're essentially trying to say that sex workers are not allowed to say no.
Right.
That their bodies are just
open.
Yeah, just open for anyone. Like that's almost the mindset of like how marital grape is essentially a thing now, but back in the day, legally that wasn't a thing. It was taught that women can't be raped by their husbands. It was impossible.
Right.
Just a lot of different things that are blowing my mind. The $10 million figure. You did that.
Yeah.
No, she did.
You did that shit.
Listen,
did.
The
whatever
movement.
she said. No, whatever she said, he did it.
Oh, absolutely.
10 million? Come on, 10 million.
And that's a lot of money to just throw away at a 19-year-old.
Right. And then the other part that I have for this, I'm very curious to know your thoughts. I don't know how well versed you guys are with Shannon Sharpe, but there have been plenty of clips with Shannon Sharpe basically saying how he operates and lives his life and being such a disciplined person. The reason that he's not married is because he's so disciplined, and and it's hard for people to want to date someone that only wants to eat this at this time of day, or can only do this. And then he also has clips of him talking about how he doesn't get on elevators with women if it's just him by himself because of the Me Too movement and things like that, and how people can just lie on him. So I just find it really interesting. A man that is 54 at the time meeting a 19-year-old woman. Where was your discipline there, sir?
And it's almost laughable because it's almost like you played the game the whole time. So there was no discipline. That was just some shit you were saying out loud to make you look good.
Yeah, exactly.
You look like you were disciplined. You really weren't that person. That was the persona you were living. That's not real. There's no way in hell you got, because that means a 19-year-old bamboozled you.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
No, it's always the ones just talking the biggest. And yeah, just like a lot of these pastors, etc., other people out there with these platforms, and you just up here talking big, and doing the biggest behind closed doors.
Lying.
It just, I don't know. Like this, like I said, like that sex worker part of him doxing her, and then even just like when we talk about like the race play of it all. Don't get me wrong. Please don't kink. I'm not a big fan of kink shaming. Everybody should be able to do whatever they want to do, but I do draw the line at race play.
Yeah,
I draw. That's where the line goes in, and I just feel like him being the cliche. Like all it does is remind me of A Birth of a Nation. Like the big black man is going to come get the white woman, and they're basically cosplaying that. Oh, you gonna put a big black baby in me? Yeah, I'm gonna put a big. And then just gives a bad name to Southerners. This big really country, big oaf ass dude doing that. It's like that. Like he got that ugly, dark skin. Ugly dark skin complex where no one ever told him that he was attractive or something like that. And so now you're going to find this one thing, which is, white women are coveted as, the upper echelon. It's the thing that you should, covet and protect. And the fact that he is able to essentially be the big black brute and dominate this white woman in the way that he has. I have no words. I literally have no words for this. Like, what a cornball.
It was actually corny. I think it was corny too. You just too old, and honestly, you know what another thing is too. You hit on the southern thing, and not that it would have been any different if he was from anywhere else in the world, but I think him being a southern older black man really does play the part in it. Like, sir,
Again, I keep saying this. Black men, and I know I'm probably gonna get dragged, and I'm gonna clip this just so I can get dragged tomorrow on TikTok. But black men will never be the ones that leads us to our salvation and freedom as a people. Because I'm starting to recognize, especially like the ones that we see with so much power and so much wealth, you guys don't want freedom for your people. You want the same power that white men have. Because when you do get power and wealth, you behave like the white man.
Bingo.
I'm rocked by that. Like $100 million contract with ESPN gone. Gone. Over a 19-year-old flat back. Let me not judge the victim. No, I'm not going at the victim, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like I just babies and fools. What they say, God protects babies and fools. Well, God, am I a fool or a baby? Because I would love $100 million windfall, and I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything to fuck it up. This is the last thing I wanted to say. A lot of people are doing their due diligence of going back and watching a lot of different interviews, and how from Cat Williams to Monique, basically highlighting and letting him know, hey, dog, you better stay away from these white girls. You know, you can get in trouble, yada, yada, yada. Even that we find out that he had lawsuits out against him. He's already paid out settlements. So it's just like, who are, like, where are the good guys at this point? And and then one last thing, I think he's gay.
So I've been wanting that to come out for a while.
Gay.
Well, because he allegedly, I saw with my own eyes, but he's been linked to his stylist, allegedly. So they've been sit courtside for multiple games. The body language was very interesting to me. And then he had something earlier this year with something released with voice notes. He got to stop doing voice notes because people keep recording. They keep saying this shit. You got to stop it.
Well, no, that was you do know that recording that came out when he was like, ooh, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. Ooh, you like this from daddy? All that he was doing. That was basically right after all of the fodder happened with the stylist. So essentially people were saying that he basically was trying to, like, see, I'm not gay.
Damage control.
He was trying to,
exactly, damage control.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just have weird feelings about that, where it's just like, okay, is it the ugly dark skin syndrome, or is it the gay thing? Because like you're 54 and a 19-year-old and a white girl, like, come on now. But yeah, guys, we just wanted to touch on that. I hope you enjoyed this little video of ours. Come on, Skip. Hey, Skip. Hey, Skip. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. My name is Shannon Sharpe. I'm kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed this little clip. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You guys have a great one. Peace.